Congrats! Congratulations, everybody. Let's give a migraine applause. This is like sign language. Migraine applause to everyone here. A little happy dance. You completed the Yoga for Migraine Challenge. Wow, that is quite an accomplishment. And I hope you know it. And I hope you are proud of yourself for showing up for yourself. Hooray. Woo, yay, yes. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you did it. And you spent a lot of time with me. And I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for your energy and your time and your dedication to you. So you're all been here because you want to know how to cut down your migraine symptoms without more meds or restrictive diets, because you want to be more physically active and social. You want to live a vibrant life again, filled with purpose and moments that bring you joy. So I believe, and I help my clients to cut down their migraine symptoms and increase your quality of life with self-care. Self-care is healthcare, and there's so much we can do ourselves to feel better. And it's my mission to show you how to take your life back from migraine. So if this is the step you want to take to live with less debilitating symptoms, it's your turn to get more physically active while boosting your mood and energy, just like you did this week. It's time for you to reconnect to the people, the activities that bring you joy and purpose. I'll be honest, there is no 100% cure for migraine, and you all know that. But I do feel like there's so much we can do that is in our own power to help ourselves feel better. And you can learn this. You're 100% able to learn how to do this and integrate this in your life. And just like learning a musical instrument, it takes practice, it takes a good teacher, but you can get better. Things in your life can get better when you have this guidance and practice. So if you're curious how you can consistently practice holistic self-care like we did this week to help calm your migraine brain, last call, you're invited to join us in Beyond Migraine. And I know I've talked a lot, so this will just kind of be a recap and a chance to answer any further questions. But it is a 12-month program that really kicks off with 2 months of an intensive of weekly modules, daily yoga practices, group calls, live yoga, and it is followed by 10 whole months of continued support and yoga practices. Weeks kick off in just over a week, January 22nd. And there's just 12 spots available. Like I mentioned before, we've got a ton of applications, so it will be first come, first serve. On average, folks are achieving a 50% reduction in migraine symptoms. Every single person boosts their physical activity, their mood, their energy, their quality of life. And I hope that even just in this short week, you have experienced that yourself. So just to recap everything you get in the program, those first 2 months is our intensive phase. So every week we've got our Wednesday group calls. You have replays for everything. These are Wednesday at 12:30 Eastern. Friday is our live yoga for migraine class, 1-hour classes. Replays are all included. These are Friday at 12:30 Eastern. Then you are going to get every single day a pre-recorded yoga practice, 20 to 30 minutes to guide you. So you know what to do every day, and these progress to be more physically active, kind of like we did this week. You know, today was a little more active. And Dorgan wrote in the comments, thank you, Dorgan. She did Beyond Migraine a couple years ago, and it was transformative. Not only did my number of migraine days decrease, but the severity of the pain, and it was a catalyst for working on so much else in my life. And it has been a wonderful, positive experience. I still have migraine, but it no longer controls my life, and I feel so much more positive. Thank you, Dorgan, for being here. And she was one of my original cohort members, and she still shows up every week for yoga years later, and she's incredibly dedicated, and I'm so happy that her migraine is doing so much better too. Thank you, Dorgan, for sharing. Love you. All right, you get every week short little trainings and readings on yoga philosophy, neuroscience, migraine. It's easy to understand. And then what I feel is very valuable is this unlimited one-on-one coaching with me. During the first 8 weeks, anytime, reach out. I will be checking in with you to see how you're doing. You can email me anytime, and I'm here for you. I'm here to help you make progress. In addition, to get even deeper, and sometimes we just need to talk and we need to have that one-on-one live and virtually, you'll get 2 one-on-one coaching calls that you can use anytime in 12 months. After this 8 weeks, you've heard from lots of folks so far that had huge changes in their life just within 2 months. But I don't like to just leave you hanging there. I want to continue to support you and create a community for you for the whole year. So after the first 2 months, you will get an additional 10 months of live Friday classes. I have alumni still coming every week to our live classes, and you get all the replays. And then you also get access to my migraine wellness membership. We've got over 200 searchable on-demand videos on everything from 5-minute practices to 60-minute practices, low pain day practices, high pain day practices. So this is all for folks with migraine to help you continue practicing yoga so you continue to experience these benefits. The benefits of yoga really start to exponentially grow and grow the longer and more consistently you practice. You also get monthly group calls with alumni, so you have this community and support to continue to lean on, to inspire, to have, this backup of people who get you. And there are bonuses. If you apply before January 14th, doesn't mean you have to have the cash ready to go. It's just you apply by this Sunday. You'll save $480, so huge savings for folks who can get their application in. And then I will throw in my Yoga for Migraine first aid kit, so you can just start practicing yoga right away with 13 on-demand yoga programs. You have a whole year to access that. Beyond Migraine is really holistic migraine care that is as individual as you are. And that is really what I think makes this so effective. We are tailoring the concepts, the practices, your progress to what your goals are and what your needs are. And whether that's psychological, emotional support, whether that's helping you get more physically active, all of that is part of what we do with a biopsychosocial approach. So let me introduce Pam. She has been a committed participant in this Yoga for Migraine Challenge this year and last year. She, I think, is still here. And she's had an amazing result from her participation in Beyond Migraine. Hi, Pam. She's in the chat. Pamela reduced her migraine days from 30 days a month when she started with me to 4 days last month. She no longer has chronic migraine. She's feeling happier, more physically active, and able to enjoy her life again. And I'll have her share what life was like before and after Beyond Migraine. I have been experiencing chronic migraine on and off since I was a child, 11 years old. I continued to worsen until I was experiencing 30 headache days in March of 2023. I was taking so much medication and was barely functional back then. All I could do was work and then go back to bed for months. I was a constant depressed mess. Everything felt hopeless. I felt alone. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I blamed myself for making my condition worse. My mind was really hard on me. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, that negative cycle that happens when we are in pain, and how, yeah, we end up blaming ourselves for something that is really not our fault at all. After the course, this course gave me so much: better mental health, decreased fear around my symptoms, better self-care, understanding what my body and mind need, gave me a community of people who get it, gave me back my yoga practice I'd abandoned when I got really sick, and cut my attack days by way more than half. I no longer have chronic migraine, and last month I had 2 attacks for a total of 4 migraine days. Now when I get an attack, I know I have the tools to recover and I can be so much more self-compassionate. Yay for Pam, and yay for you being here and sharing your story and inspiring others here that it is possible to feel better, even if with nearly a lifetime of migraine. Just to remind you who would be a good candidate for Beyond Migraine. My ideal candidate is someone with migraine or chronic migraine. That doesn't mean I also haven't helped folks with other headache disorders, vestibular, daily persistent headache. I have worked with folks like that, but this is probably like kind of slam dunk. You're going to get huge benefit. Stress and anxiety are migraine triggers. You have a high achieving perfectionist workaholic tendency, or perhaps you used to. You've put a lot of pressure on yourself historically. Your migraine symptoms began or worsened after a stressful life event. You're willing to commit 30 minutes a day to yoga. You're open-minded, humble, and committed to your own transformation. And you're able to stay in communication with me. You're able to attend our group calls every Wednesday, more or less, right? I talk about we don't want 100%, but you're in there with me. You're cooperating, you're trying, you're staying in contact with me, and so I can help you the best way I can. According to a 2020 study, American patients with chronic migraine spent $8,500 to $9,500 a year on migraine-related health services. So when you divide that up, that's $700 to $800 a month on migraine for people with chronic migraine. So I know Beyond Migraine is an investment, and investments pay off. I believe that with this program, for so many people I've worked with, by reducing your costly migraine meds, your doctor's visits, your time at doctor's visits with self-care, you are saving time and money. So you can join us for $250 a month, and a lot of people that have applied are choosing this payment plan option. And let's get the link in the chat. I didn't get that up yet, but we will. There it is. And if you are able to pay in full, thank you. You will get a bonus one-on-one call. Well, that's not what I want. I want Beyond Migraine. And you've got the link up here, but I'll put it up officially in the chat too. Apply. And just get that application in by Sunday. After that, we will work the rest out in terms of how to enroll, your finances. This will take about 5 to 6 hours a week, including your daily yoga practice. And that's all, most of that's asynchronous. So there's only, 2 hours a week that it's great to be live with our group calls. Even the yoga classes, I've had folks who were never able to attend a live yoga class because of their schedule, but they just did the replays and that totally worked. You can pay with a 12-month payment plan of $250 a month, pay in full. If you have health savings accounts or flexible savings accounts, you can use those funds. You just need a doctor's note that they create a letter of medical necessity that yoga and health coaching is for migraine, and that will cover you. If there's other folks who have questions on other options, as I go through applications and things like that, we can hopefully, work out perhaps a couple scholarship spots. I just have to see how enrollment goes and all that. So we will keep that option open too. You've heard most of my clients reduce their migraine days at least half. Everyone's getting more physically active. They are having a higher quality of life, and their energy and their mood is up as well. All right, folks. Da, 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 da. Who is the grand prize winner of a spot in Beyond Migraine? Who posted every single day for 4 days, completed the Beyond Migraine application, submitted the submission form that they did all their posts. Congratulations, Nancy Frank. I hope you're here, Nancy. If not, we'll be in touch. Let me see. Congratulations. Let me check if Nancy's here. Nancy is here. Woo! Give Nancy a big congrats in the chat. And Nancy, send me your info. I'm very excited to work with you. And also, congrats and thank you to everyone else who applied and entered the giveaway. I know that took a lot to do all those things, and your commitment is really, really admirable. And I hope in some way I will get to work with all of you in different capacities. So Nancy will be in touch. Send me a chat comment or email me. To wrap up, I'm going to email all of you who have applied so far. Either you'll get a link to enroll, or we'll book a call and we'll get on a call and answer any questions you have. First come, first serve. Whoever signs up first will get a spot. Right now, there's more applicants than there are spots in the program, but I do hope, if it's possible, to open scholarship spots up if there's room and if I meet a certain enrollment minimum. If there isn't room by chance for you in January, then you can still get in March, and that is definitely an option, and you can just get your spot ready to go. Enrollment ends Tuesday, and then for folks who are like, just want to practice yoga for me, there's gonna be another little chance to do that coming, where you'll just get to show up live for our yoga sessions. You'll get a bunch of replays as well. So I will announce that after Tuesday. Look out for that. And big thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. I'm going to stop my share. I'm so grateful for all of you to be here. And thank you all. And I hope to keep working and participating with you and practicing yoga. My Yoga for Migraine Facebook group is a wonderful way to stay in this community. I do offer free yoga practices in there. Every Wednesday, I have a yoga practice or a wellness talk. It's all free. Magda asked, are the videos in your shop a one-time purchase for limited access? So currently, I'll try to send, maybe I can find it now. The Yoga for Migraine First Aid Kit is currently the other program that I have. It's an on-demand program where you get a year of access to my Yoga for Migraine videos. So that is another way if you want to just be able to start yoga right now and do it at your own time and your own schedule. So let me pull that up. All right, here is the Yoga for Migraine First Aid Kit. If you have other questions on yoga, on Beyond Migraine, you can put a little reaction hand up or just put it in the comments and we'll answer your questions. Yoga for Migraine First Aid Kit. This is my on-demand program with year-long access. And I haven't yet announced it, but it's coming next week. Another way to practice yoga with me in a live virtual session.